Okay. So we're just gonna test out. I want to see how this looks. Uh, I'm gonna use Tarkov as a test bench for it because Tarkov tends to be pretty rough on the when it comes to just rendering foliage and all that stuff. Also realizing that I don't want to washed out either, but I also want you guys to be able to see. That looks really washed out. And then if I go properties, if I do this, oof. Colors are all over the place in that one. And then if I do bypass, it's slightly better, but it's the thing with bypass is that it looks better, but it's also Runner, what's up, man? Yeah, I was like, screw it. Oof, that's horrible. Yeah, when I saw what they were doing, I was like, screw it. You know what? I'm never streaming on Twitch ever again. Runner, what's up, bro? No, so this is actually a long time coming. I've been wanting to do this with the new processor and see how it I think that's actually a lot better. To see how it handles you because YouTube obviously has no bitrate restriction. I want to just test it out and see. It's actually none of the stuff here is gonna work. The chat's not gonna work. The alert's not gonna work. I don't have anything set up. I don't have I'm not even in the right scene for the right profile for it. So let me see. The real question, Runner, how does a stream look? Like, is it like how does it look? Like, does it look okay? Like, it's hard for me to. Oh, it's so green. Why is it so green? Doesn't it look green? Like overly green? Like if like there was like a tint. Like I know that we're looking at grass. I get that, but like there's a tint. Like the gun, everything looks. Bro, stop it, dude. Seriously, drive safely. Honestly, it's going good. I pretty much spent the entire day doing edits on YouTube. I didn't get all that much done because I normally do my edits on my MacBook, right? And because I do them on my MacBook, I have all of my settings set on my MacBook. And because of that, yeah, this is like, I don't know. It doesn't look all that. The colors look very off. That's actually pretty impressive. That speech text is working. Not bad. I didn't get anything really done because I spend most of my time on the PC setting up all of my presets because I have like certain assets that I use on all of like my videos, and those are all on my MacBook, so I had to transfer them over. So it really was a day of just getting all this stuff to work on my PC. So I did get 3 or 4 videos out, which is not too bad. And I'll probably get some done by the end of the day. But at least I have tomorrow and Friday covered. Then I figured it's raining outside. It's super cozy. I figured, you know what? Let's do some stream testing. I'm thermal throttling my R9 5900. Just I'm thermal throttling. Like that's it. That's where I'm at. I blocked it at 70. I could probably put it at 75. I just like seeing it there. It still reaches 4.6, 4. I think at one core got to 4.7 at 70, which is I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm coming from a CPU that was maxing out at 4.2 with only 8 of them, you know, so I'm pretty happy with getting 4.6 70 Celsius. Like I'm pretty happy with that. Could I get more? Probably. I don't know why I'm even looting shit. This is offline. Okay, the colors are so whack. The colors are horrible. I don't know what is up with the colors on this. And that's when I turn it off, it looks like that. Like without color correction, that's how it looks. Like that. Why? It works. The temps worked. Like, I'm happy with that. I'm happy that it can at least do 4.6 with those temps. And you know what? Essentially, by thermal throttling it, or adding restrictions using thermals, I'm mostly pretty much saying, okay, if I can, I'm pretty much trying to get as much juice out of that CPU as possible within the 70 Celsius range, right? If it reaches 70 Celsius, then I lose all of that extra performance that I can get, which is fine. It's A-okay. I hope the title says test stream, so I hope that that's a very clear indication of what's going on, because I am not playing this game. I have to make that very clear. So it's pretty, let me go back over here. I saw a part, like, there was something over here that looked, it's not night map, it's overcast with a little bit of rain. So that's why I'm like, it should, I don't know. Like legit, when I turn off the filters, like when I just turn it off, like just, this is how the input is coming through. That's how dark it is when I remove the filter. I know you're not looking, but I'm just reading it out loud because I'm going to keep the VODs. This is weird. This is really weird. My only other guess is that I can maybe, okay, so now it's daytime, so you can clearly see the sun coming through. But then when I turn on the color filter, like, I mean, I guess it doesn't look all that horrible now. Really got to work on toning down those. I feel like there's just like the greens are really rough and like on this. It's not too bad. Not anymore. Looking at my phone to see performance. Still, if you like, when I look at the shadows, it looks so washed out. Okay, so this right here is the essentially the full. This one's gonna, but when I turn the filter off, it's gonna be black. Yeah. So that's how it looks without any sort of image alteration at all. But let me see what happens when I do. Yeah, let's actually try this. Okay. And then let's actually default this. A little bit of that. Let's see. I feel like the colors are better. I just wish YouTube had some kind of feature like the Prime sub. I agree. Especially since I pay for premium. So I actually have premium, right? Like I have like YouTube Premium. So it would be nice if I could get the chance to, you know, it doesn't look all that bad. Let's exit. I might exit Tarkov and go into Hunt and see how Hunt looks. Whatever I'm doing here is going to reflect on. It's going to be the same changes. Let's mute that. I don't need that. It's going to be the same changes on my Twitch stream. So I'm legitimately working on my Twitch stream as well. Okay, let's exit this. All right. I just realized that the chat in my OBS isn't working for YouTube. I still don't think that the quality of stream on YouTube is remotely as good as it is on Twitch, unfortunately. Like, I just don't think the quality's there. Like, I'm watching my stream, and forget about the color situation. That color situation is OBS. But I'm watching the stream on my phone, and just running through bushes and stuff, it looks pixelated. Standing still, like right now, like I'm sure this looks. I'm looking at this on my phone. It looks fantastic. Looks pretty sharp. Looks pretty good. This. Let's see. I'm gonna build a loadout here. We're gonna go into a training, basic, and this is probably the best way. And then it'll also help me color correct, because right now the color correction on my stream is, ever since I switched over to the 4K 60 Elgato, I've had to do some. I feel like my colors are off. We'll see. I mean, let's see. The color correction on, I don't know why, ever since all right, let's see how the colors look. I still feel like the shadows, the darkness, like the dark parts in the image do not look. They don't look. They look like they're like hinting green, and I don't know why. It's not what I'm here to test, though. Shots fired at who? At YouTube or at Twitch? Because, man, I honestly I really wish there was like a better service that kind of did the best of both worlds right now. Because I would love to have the benefit of having the Twitch. I guess the servers. I did. I do. I do. Yeah. Yeah, I have I was actually gifted the 4K 60 the 4K 60 Pro, which then that's the reason that 4K 60 Pro is the reason I upgraded my R9 my R7 to the R9 because when I got the Elgato 4K 60, I realized I needed like what, it's like an 8-pin or something instead of like the small 4-pin that the 1080p one has. So I needed to upgrade the motherboard, which is fine. My 2700X is from like 2018, so you know, it's all good. But then I figured if I'm upgrading my motherboard, I might as well upgrade my CPU. So I upgraded the CPU as well. So I did the MOBO, the CPU, which then in turn led to all of the other things that I had to deal with after that. But then I was also gifted a Elgato Cam Link, so that was nice. So I actually did see an improvement between the Cam Link and the cheap Amazon one that I was using. Is it something that I would pay for? Probably not. Like the $20 one did just fine, and I think only Chris was the one that saw the difference in quality, which, you know, he has a pretty keen eye for like performance and stuff, so I get that. Okay, let me see. I'm running around. I mean, the quality looks okay. I don't know. There's something about the color that just feels so off. Like the colors don't feel. I have everything to default. Everything set on default. Color range, I could do limited, which I don't really think will do anything. Original, I could do 709, which I know some people recommended. But when you really look at it, standard, right? Color correction on, color correction off. That's is it? I think it's fine. It's not like I don't think it's actually that. I don't think it's as bad as it was with Tarkov. Tarkov was pretty bad. See what I'm saying though? How like it looks green. Like the incoming image makes all the darkness, makes all the shadows and all that stuff. It makes it look green. It's like a tint to it. I think that's fine. I think we're fine there. Okay, let's look at the. Yeah, but you see now, the ground looks way too orange. I think I honestly, I at this point, I think it's just one of those like I'm gonna have to just deal with it as it goes. Mm, it's not as good as the quality's there, but it's not. It's not as sharp as it is. And you know how I know it's not as sharp? I'm looking at it on my phone. When I watch a a Twitch stream through my phone, it could be like 720 and it still looks relatively sharp, right? When I watch most streamers, unless it's like a very low bit rate at 720, you can see some sort of sharpness. When you put 1080 on the phone with like a decent bit rate, it looks very sharp. And even here, it looks in movement, of course. When you're standing still, anything looks good. It's because right now it's the bit rate it's the bit rate, or I read somewhere that somewhere along the line, the train of like where the data goes, YouTube, the transcoder that YouTube uses to convert the image, right? YouTube has no source, right? And on Twitch, you have source. So on Twitch, you can click and hit source. And based on what I've researched, I don't know about this. I'm just kind of like repeating what I've read and what I've seen online, is that people have said that YouTube's transcoding algorithm and their software is not up to par with what Twitch has, and the Twitch encoder is way better. So even though YouTube gives you theoretically up to like 51,000 bit rate, it's not the same quality encoder or transcoder that you would get from Twitch. That's why Twitch has really good quality. If you can get your quality there, if you can get like your bit rate and you can get your presets in order, you can make even like a pretty whatever setup look decent on Twitch. Whereas on YouTube, man, I'm having trouble like making it look not like potato soup. I don't know why. So what you need to do is find the Bob Rossstead guy, look at the color palette on his paints, match it to the hex code, and see if you can line it up on your other. That's actually not a horrible idea. Especially if I can match what he's painting. If I can match what he's painting, right, to like the real life version of it. Yeah. So, yeah, they're right there. It's so compressed right there. It looks really compressed. It's not unviewable by no means. I'm going to shoot. I'm going to mention that in case the volume's loud or whatever. Because I'm not really shooting or anything, so there's been very little, there's been no real threshold set for audio. So I don't know how loud this is going to go in through the stream. I think I'm okay with the palette for now. The palette's fine. I'm not sold on it, but it's fine. The only other thing I could do is change the palette. Not palette, but change this output color range to... Oh, it's already on shrink. So that means I'm already getting like... If I go to expand... Oof. That's tough. Oof. That looks like a nightmare. And then you see, that's where you start getting the green. So it's, you know what it is? I know what the green is. I have figured out what the green is. It's an overuse of gamma. That's what it is. Okay. I get it now. When I get to a certain level, the gamma starts showing, and because like I'm pushing it to the limit, right? And when I do that, I start messing around with those gamma colors, like the gamma, and then the gamma will all right. See if I push it all the way. See how it starts getting like green? Yeah, that's what I'm like. That's what I'm experiencing without realizing. Okay, this is a rough one. I might go back to let's go back to shrink, which I think is limited. And then what we can do is go to the filters and lower that gamma. And that'll effectively remove it's the gamma. That's the problem. Yeah, right now the problem is that when I do that, what I essentially do. So this is like the standard. This is what I've been running this whole time. With there's zero adjustment here. So like this is right here. This is where this is standard. Like right here. This is just standard. This is bypass. Essentially, there's no color. There's nothing. It's just straight whatever the image is coming out. And then when I make some adjustments, see, I'm boosting the gamma. All right. Let me see how the. Let me see if this looks. I think we may be in a good spot here. I think this is not horrible. I feel like the colors here are because I'm looking at my phone. That's why. Like so, my monitor is not calibrated for anything. The only real screen I have that I can't mess around with is my iPhone 14. So I'm using that one as my. I could technically use my MacBook, which has like a pretty good screen, right? Like an OLED screen. So they're not color calibrated for productivity, but better than nothing, right? I'm looking at. Yeah, I mean, this might be where it has to be. This might be it. I love how I've shifted over to color calibration instead of actually dealing with what I need to be dealing with, which is like how horrible. I don't know. I feel like the quality, like, just I don't know. Damn, look at him. He's literally right in the middle. That Hipfire RNG is pretty rough with the Nagant. Okay, I'm gonna stand right here. We got sun. We have a shadow. This is actually perfect. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look horrible. I mean, what is up with that? Did you see that? It was like a shift. It's like the sun doesn't move. I appreciate that the physics represents in the shadows. Like you can see the the color still feels off. Like it still feels off. I don't know. Let me see something. Hmm. He spoke too soon. Nah, it was the music. The music wasn't working. Let me see something. No. So I'm thinking it might be the lights causing maybe a color distortion between that and this, but I don't really see that all that much of an issue. I also just realized my stream for you has been like a minute behind this entire time, no lie. There you go. Another negative for YouTube. I should have it on low latency. I should. I always try to go for a low latency over stream quality or whatever they want to call it. Whatever they want to call this soup that they call quality. Let's try something else. What else can we try that I could like? I mean, you know what? Let's do Sea of Thieves. I've been wanting to play Sea of Thieves anyways, and this is probably a good one because the colors are pretty. Depending on where we're at, we could probably get some decent colors. And this one's going to be a great one to stream. No, that's when I do the speech to text thing. It seems like it pauses or slows down your stream. Oh, interesting. Curious. Well, be careful. Drive safely. Don't mess around too much. Be safe. Last thing I want is to be haunted knowing that you got into a car accident because of me. I'm going to mute this in case Sea of Thieves is loud. We'll see. I was talking to Aphasia yesterday. Because I know that you've played Sea of Thieves, Runner. Supposedly they added captaincy to the game, which sounds pretty cool. The stream's current bitrate is lower than recommended. Okay. I'm seeing myself on my phone. My bitrate right now is at 1800. But those colors look just fine. Actually, those colors look sharp. They look pretty good, don't they? Runner, go. Enjoy. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Seriously. Oh, the colors look pretty good. Yeah, whatever. Oh, I actually like this music. I really like this because the music to this game always got me through this way. Curious. I love how I still have the YouTube stuff on the side, the Twitch stuff, better said. So cool. No, close crew. I just wanted to see the colors. I want to see how it looks. Yes, that's it. Colors look pretty sharp. We'll say the colors for this game on the OLED look really good. I think the gamma's a little too high because you can definitely see like the. Let's see how this is the important part, the gameplay part. See, the second you add movement to it, you can already start seeing. You can already start seeing the. All right. See how this looks. I mean, to be fair, it is pretty dark out here. Yeah, let's stop right here. Curious. Okay. I think this is a good spot to kind of do some tests. All right, here it doesn't matter where I put it. But if we put it to shrink, let's put it to shrink and see where that puts us. So I think this just washes the color out. But I don't think it looks all that horrible. Man, I wish you guys could see it the way it looks for me. Because like on mine, the colors look pretty vibrant. Like, it's gotta be a way. All right, let's try this. AC. Like I can raise. What happens if I keep on raising the? I keep on raising. What if I do this? Lower. So gamma's right now gonna be at 20, right? Raise brightness. Let's see how that looks. That's close, but man, it's gotta look washed out as hell on screen. Let's look down a little bit. Yeah, the shadows. You can definitely tell in the shadows that it's missing. Okay, let's see. So it's not gonna be all as washed out, but it's gonna look pretty good. I think we're getting there. We're getting there slowly. Yeah, it's looking a lot better. Honestly, this game in particular seems to look pretty damn good. So I think this game is doing a pretty good job. Oh, so that's the Sovereign, I see. So that's the one that we can... Let's go over there. All right. This blue. Let's see how this blue looks. Pretty good. I'm pretty satisfied with that color. It looks good. Can we go up there? What? That's pretty cool. So this is literally just so you could press R to use third person. It's cool. Okay. I think we could probably do with just ever so slightly less saturation. Like, ever so slightly. Let's just do that. Oh, I see. You could do this. And it'll take you up. So you don't have to really climb the ladder. But you do, but you don't have to climb that ladder up. Got it. Okay. Cool. Alright, what does this person do?
Want to know how to be considerably rich?
Lele, what's up? How you doing? I'm doing tests. I'm gonna get caught up playing Sea of Thieves, but enjoy the lurk. Appreciate it. This is really not meant to be like a real actual stream, but it always ends up doing that. This is one of those things. Working on my colors here.
Yes. Humpty Tom.
Okay.
You better start earning, matey.
Look, the colors look pretty good though. I'm pretty satisfied. Sharp. Definitely sharp. I kind of want want to test these colors again with Hunt Showdown. Maybe they sound, maybe they'll look better. Hmm. What's in here? Oh, this is a good test. Let's see how the darkness looks. This is where like adding more gamma to it. Perfect. The darks don't look. I mean, it's gonna look dark. It's dark in here, but it doesn't look as washed out as it did before. Okay, let's do this now and let's see how this looks. So we can see a good comparison of. Ah, that's pretty good. Am I supposed to be going all the way up here? Oh, wow. Ooh, I'm gonna hit the rock. Well, this game is very forgiving when it comes to... Did it look that green though? Let me see something. Oh, it does. Literally, my entire day today has been me just making. I'm color correcting, but it does look green like that on mine. Because I was having issues where the game, like everything was just looking very green. Okay. I got a little bed there. Sleep in bed. Is there a particular reason why I wanted to do that? The quests. Okay. Okay, so they do have the ability to you can change your name now. All right, let's talk over here.
What now?
All right. I can tell you they think they're mad. Okay. Yep. Cool. No, I don't. Ship decorations. Okay, so let's go talk to... I'm gonna do a quick... I want to go and check how Hunt looks with the new settings, because I'm fairly convinced it's going to look oversaturated. But I definitely want to talk to these okay, how do I put this away? Okay. Okay.
Why, yes, this is the finest silk.
Who are the sovereigns? We're a new group sent to assist captains and their crews. It's a simple transaction. They drop off the loot, we sell it off to the trading companies, and they come away with some quick cash in hand. Did I mention we do this for free? Everyone's a winner. Okay,
Yes.
cool. Our business measure stretch to once you're made captain, come back to Sovereign Archbaron and show you the ropes. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Money, money, money.
All right. I don't know why I did that. It's the merchant. Weapons. It's nice how it tells you up top. This is... Yo, do I really have to go all the way up here? Oh, shit. Okay, this place is like really... There's gotta be a faster way to get over here. I guess not. Yeah, there is.
You look like you have questions. Ha. Yeah.
Okay.
Haven't you got treasure to find?
Got any stories to share? My door's always open.
All right. I'm going to exit to desktop and I'm going to go and try and check how the new settings look in Hunt. Put some music on. Oh, this testing has been... This is why you don't change things unless they're like absolutely necessary. I have a feeling that because Runner came in and said something along the lines of like, oh, like, you know, like you're jumping over to YouTube because of the whole Twitch thing. And the reality is I don't really see myself jumping over to YouTube for live streaming. I feel like the live streaming it's not there yet. There's a lot of quality of life improvements that need to be done. I'm doing this solely because I want to test stream my 5900X with a higher bit rate and see how it looks, which it's kind of naive on me because YouTube doesn't have the best transcoding either. It would be difficult for me to commit to a YouTube only stream. Very difficult. It seems like, especially like, the only way I see myself transitioning over to YouTube is, one, there's got to be more of a community on YouTube for live streamers and stuff like that. Just such a good community right now of all right, let's see how the colors and everything looks. Ooh. Okay. I turned the audio off because we're not testing audio right now, but you know, that works. Good. It does look a little oversaturated, so we're gonna lower that. Just ever so slightly. But see, it also looks saturated, but it also looks dark. Whereas with Sea of Thieves, we had a pretty, like right there, it might be a contrast issue. Let me see if I can change the contrast a little bit. See, I'm scared of pushing the gamma further up, right? Because the farther up the gamma you go, the greener and the less aggressive the darks look. And you also want some contrast on your stream, right? Like you don't want it to look... I want there to be some contrast. I don't want it to look totally washed out, right? I think that's fine. We could always toss in a little bit of saturation to kind of catch up, to kind of counteract. All right. Let me look at a corner. Looks good. We're starting to get into that green zone. When you add too much gamma, the image starts looking less like, I don't know how to explain it, but it starts looking like a little more green. Here, I'll give you an example. So we're at 22. The farther you see how it starts, it looks like it's getting white, but the darks, like if you were to like isolate like where the metal is, where the extractor on the gun is, where the hammer is at, those areas, if you were to just isolate the color there, it's green, right? And that's when you start getting those weird distortions. And I've been fighting those greens for a bit, only to realize it was overuse of the gamma. I think we're in a good spot right now. I think this is not bad. This is not bad. It doesn't look... I think it's a little washed out. We might need to work a little bit on the... The problem is it's like... Let's see how that looks. I don't want it to look super washed out either, right? Yeah, I you know what? I think we're in a good spot. All right. I'm going to end this stream. I think it was a good test. I'll probably start doing some tests on the VODs and stuff like that and check how everything is. I do have some stuff releasing tomorrow and Friday, and I'm working on some content for the weekend, so keep up with that. Laylee, I appreciate the lurk. You're like the only person here, so I appreciate it. Yeah. Tomorrow I'll be on. But we'll be on Twitch. Bye, guys.